are not feeling fantastic in the chat. That's weird. So I told him, just off the top of my head, I can tell you, I actually can name some things that we have received thanks to the Zionists in this country. First and foremost, an open border. And I am not kidding when I say that I so deeply appreciate the investigative work which was done by none other than Laura Loomer when she went down to the border recently, I think it was last year, to figure out what organization, right, was handing out packets and step-by-step instructions to help get these refugees across the border in America, like telling them, drop your IDs, then go here, then do this, then do this. Welcome to America, millions of illegals from all over the world. And she discovered that it was an organization, HIAS, and she was quite shocked by this. HIAS, which is stands for, I gotta look this up. I think it's Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society. She was shocked by this. And thankfully, in case you're starting to think that there's some Jewish conspiracy that the open borders are due to Jews, let's let Bari Weiss take that question away. She's going to respond to that very thoroughly. Bari Weiss, is that, I mean, that Jewish conspiracy, that would be crazy, right? Take a listen.
Well, that's the thing. The Jewish connection to the refugee is not a conspiracy. That's something that we're very, very proud of. The organization that Robert Bowers was constantly calling out is an organization called HIAS, which brought people, including Sergey Brin, to this country. It started in the 1880s to bring Jews who were fleeing the pogroms of Eastern Europe. Now they help Jews and non-Jews all over the world fleeing persecution. I met a man in Arizona on Sunday, a Jew from Cairo, who was helped out of Egypt following the 1967 war. This synagogue exemplified those values. It participated in something called Refugee Shabbat. The previous Saturday, it was one of the participating synagogues nationally. And the concept, you know, as in all Jewish synagogues that reflect the most sacred of Jewish values, is the value of Hachnasat Orchim, of welcoming the stranger, and especially of welcoming the weakest in our community, which there's no weaker category in our society than the refugee. And we're really proud of that.
Okay, we can come out of that. We're just being blessed. Oh my God, it's crazy. I didn't even know. It's not even a conspiracy. They're proud of it. They're proud of it. We're being blessed. And where are all these refugees coming from? Let me connect the dots for you guys, because it's hilarious to me to hear the boomer class who, as a rule, as Bannon says, he's like, I'm a boomer. As a rule, they love wars, right? And then they go, what is happening to this country? This is also in the UK. We need to have these wars. And they go, where are all these refugees coming from? If you stop supporting Israel when they blow up these countries, there won't be these refugees, okay? You can't hold both of these concepts. You can't say that on the one hand, we just have to keep blessing ourselves by cursing our countries and getting behind everything Bibi Netanyahu wants, and then complain when he dumps his refugees at our doors. Because, of course, you know, their country, ethnocentric, you gotta be, you know, Jewish to live here. Our countries, oh my God, open your doors for these blessings. We're proud of this. That's amazing. And so, yeah, what do we get from these Zionists like Bari Weiss, who has essentially laid down her political life, laid down her writings to convince Americans to be a part of this infiltration operation, to convince Americans that every war is justified, that every war is a requirement as your allegiance. Yeah. What do we get for all of this? Well, we get more. We get to invade Iraq, Libya, Afghanistan, Iran. We get to do what Bibi wants, what Bibi gets. And we're told again that Israel can defend itself, which is why we currently have 2,000 troops stationed in Syria after Israel expanded its borders again, waited for Syria to collapse, funded the collapse, funded the terrorist groups that were al-Qaeda adjacent, right? Because they can fund terrorism. They funded Hamas. They funded, al-Qaeda adjacent. And then when they're like, oopsie, we did it again. We collapsed another regime. Our boys better get over there, right? Our boys got to get over there. Oh, gosh, we did it. We've been going after Assad as he was protecting those Christians by funding terrorists. And now we're going to need those American troops.
Would you guys guys be willing to take in a asylum seeker, as you called them, to your home and foster them and take care of them so the government doesn't have to mistreat them?
Well, I think that's a Band-Aid approach, but yes, if we were involved with an organization that needed temporary placements for asylum seekers, that would be something we...
Well, my organization is Liberty Hangout, and I have an asylum seeker right here. Are you willing to give him your house keys so he can stay with you?
The reason we can't do it right now is we are literally moving.
Would any of you ladies take in a black illegal immigrant that's here with us today that needs a home? No, I thought Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, but they won't take in my black illegal immigrant friend Felix from Mexico. I guess they don't matter that much. Would you guys be willing to take in a black illegal immigrant?